Primetime local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman and thank you for joining us. Sober September kicked off at the Thorpe Recovery Center today, and Arlene Hofford has more on the events that took place today.
Guest speakers took to the podium at the Thorpe Recovery Center to talk to recovering addicts about the upcoming Sober September. Sober September encourages people from all walks of life to give up alcohol or something else they use frequently as a way to experience some of the struggle that a recovering addict goes through when going sober.
So I think Sober September is really important for multiple reasons. I think that it's a real opportunity, especially like as a business owner and as community leaders, to step up and show people that we want to stand in solidarity with them and to bring awareness to the program and awareness to places like the Thorpe in our community that are doing really good things for people.
Overcoming addiction may seem like an endless battle for those who are currently fighting. Guest speaker and recovered addict Aaron Connors says that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for people who are trying to kick the habit.
There's a little bit of a cliche saying that I wouldn't trade my best day drunk or high for my worst day sober. You know, like even when I'm in the thick of it on this side of the fence, more than anything, there's hope. You know, while I'm sober and there's not a drink or a drug.
Connors also believes that ending the struggle of addiction starts with the person getting out of their own way and allowing themselves to be in a supportive environment.
You can do it. It's time to get out of your own way and realize there are people that care and people that have been where you're at and that want to help. And it is a very terrifying thing to do, to give up something that's been such a big part of your life for so long. And but it is worth it, and it is doable, and there are people that can help you do that. So.
Whether it's giving up things like junk food and screen time or abstaining from alcohol, participating in Sober September is a great way to show recovering addicts that they are not alone in their struggle. Lane Hoffert, Primetime Local News.
If your kids are looking for a safe place to do some early trick-or-treating, be sure to head down to the Lloyd X for Trunk or Treat this October 21st. And I talked to the event admin at the Lloyd X to learn more. Today I'm joined by Tammy Dick, the event administrator for the Lloyd X, and she is here today to talk about the Trunk or Treat event, which will be returning for its third year at the end of October. And so thank you so much for joining me today, Tammy.
Thank you.
So you've been running this for 3 years with the Lloydminster Co-op. Just tell me a little bit about the idea behind bringing it those 3 years ago, and a little bit about why you guys wanted to start the event.
So we decided to bring in a family-friendly indoor event. As Canada, you never know what kind of weather you're getting, so we kind of bring it indoors, get a little bit more use out of that costume, and just keep it safe and friendly.
Awesome. And so we're a little bit ahead for that, but if you guys have welcomed in all sorts of businesses besides the co-op into the area, so tell me a little bit about that and having the community support, and if the community wants to be part of the Trunk or Treat this year, where can they go to get in contact with you guys and be a part of Trunk or Treat?
Perfect. So you can email me if you're interested. We do have a few businesses already. Entries actually just opened yesterday. So if you didn't receive an email and you were here last year, go ahead and check that up. It's a great place to get some advertising. You can take out that free advertising, get your name out there. Last year we had about 5,000 people in attendance, so it's a well-attended event.
And just talk a little bit more about having that safe, family-friendly area for people to come to, and that it's a free event, and just how good it is to bring your kids to the Lloyd X for Trunk or Treat.
Yeah, so we opened it a little bit earlier this year, so if you don't have those school-age children, you can actually, hours this year are 3 to 6:30. Again, we don't turn anybody away. We want to make sure that everybody gets to take advantage. So at 3 o'clock, we start the lineups. We get everybody to come in. We're going to load in through the North Concourse this year, same as last year. And then we fill up the Dick Jones so that we can get as many people inside the building for weather and stuff. And then yeah, we kind of load in. Lots of the same kind of stuff. Like, we definitely want to make sure that these kids are getting to enjoy. The exhibits are told to not be too scary, although it is Halloween. It's definitely aimed for those young kids to kind of come in and just, yeah, check it out. So it's trick-or-treating but think of it's just from vehicle to vehicle. We've had ambulance, we've had police cars, limo last year. They had the limo where they kind of decorated it all up, and they just kind of get in and have at her.
Awesome. So again, just all those little details about when exactly it is, and for those businesses, if they want to be a part of it again, where can they go to find out all of that information?
So you can email me, eventadmin@lloydex.com. Date for this one this year is October 21st, and it's from that 3 to 6:30 p.m.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for all the information today, Tammy, and be sure to be looking out for more updates on Trunk or Treat, as it will be a great event coming up at the end of October. And we'll have more Primetime local news after the break. Abby St. John is back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for our weekly edition of Pet Project.
Back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for a weekly edition of Pet Project, and today we have Bruno, an absolute tank, but an absolute handsome boy, and really well behaved as well. So tell me a little bit about his story, how he came here, and what his best fit would be.
So Bruno has been with us since the beginning of May. He was picked up in Vermilion and brought to us. He's a big, rambunctious boy. We're estimating him to be about 4.5 years old. He has been fixed and vaccinated and microchipped. Now this guy, he's a bit rambunctious. His spatial awareness isn't super high.
Yeah.
So he would definitely do better in a home with older kids or adults, just because he doesn't really realize how big he is sometimes, and it's very easily that he could knock a small child over unintentionally. He just loves to play, and again doesn't realize like he's a large dog.
Yeah.
He goes through the toys quite hard, but he is a sweet boy. He just needs a little bit of love and attention. I mean, and since he's been here, he's learned place, he can sit, he can shake paw. We're still working on his manners, but he's such a good boy, and he's so sweet. He's great with other big dogs, but we don't recommend a home with smaller animals just because of how big he is and how hard he likes to play. But he would absolutely do well in a home with older kids, for sure. And very playful. Again, he's such a good boy.
But his tail is a bit of a weapon, so definitely watch out if you're definitely playing with him. He is just the sweetest. From the minute we walked into this room, he has just been an absolute sweetheart. Now, if a family does have bigger dogs, would you recommend bigger space for them as well?
Definitely a bigger space. He has our biggest outside kennel all to himself. He loves chasing around his toys and then presenting them to you. Even toys that dogs aren't even supposed to be able to get their mouths around, he'll bring it right up to the fence, and like he's so proud. He's such a good boy.
That is sweet. Now you have a barbecue happening tomorrow. Give some information. It's happening at St. Thomas.
Yeah, so St. Thomas School is going to be hosting a barbecue for us tomorrow, Thursday night at 6 p.m. over at the school. There will be a couple of staff there, maybe some animals. It's a good back-to-school event, and we're really looking forward to seeing some people out there. Again, all the proceeds are coming right back into the shelter, and we do have quite a lot of animals that require care. We've got tons of kittens right now. Like, we're at capacity for kittens. We're desperately trying to find homes for all these little guys, because the less time they have to spend in here, honestly, the better. And it's a really good event to just bring the community together too, and kind of help support a good cause.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, going off of the kittens, you were at capacity, and that goes into my donations question.
Yes.
You are in need, massively in need of wet kitten food.
We are.
So give us what you need in terms of that, and then other donations that you may need.
So we are, yes, desperately in need of dry and wet kitten food, an industrial size broom, industrial fans. We could also use disinfectant, floor cleaner, bleach, laundry soap, definitely cleaning supplies and things like that. And again, if anybody wants to make any monetary donations to our medical fund, we would greatly appreciate that, because we do have animals come in that are pretty beat up sometimes that require extra medical care. And a lot of the money that comes back to us that's what it goes to. So we greatly appreciate everyone who comes down and volunteers and helps out. And actually too, for the rest of the month, adoptions are still 40% off. So that's going for another couple of days, and we've got quite a few dogs to choose from. We're actually at capacity for dogs as well. So come on down and take a look.
Definitely take advantage of that sale, which is great that it's still going on for the last week of August as we head into the fall season. So that's great. And Bruno, I mean, he was a fantastic guest, as they always are. I'm sure he'll make a home incredibly happy. So thank you so much
Just
for
look at
joining
him.
me.
He's such a good boy.
And now let's take a look at your egg prices.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.
Thank you for watching Primetime Local News. My name is Thomas Wildman, and have a great rest of your day.